we go, Will. Brian Collins. He fought for his last time here at Cage Fury, had a war with Al Allo. He's out of Brazen Boxing, a local team that's doing a lot of great things with a lot of good fighters these days.
Yeah, Brian told us yesterday that he's been working on his jiu-jitsu, his boxing skills at Brazen Boxing, as you said, Mike. He wants to turn this into an ugly, tough, gritty, scrappy fight. And he told us he's going to be weighing about 186, 188 pounds tonight at this during this welterweight bout.
Yeah, said he had a good weight cut. Feels great. Got his first professional fight under his belt a few months ago. It really was a great fight between Collins and Allo. Just an all-out war. Was voted fight of the night.
Collins' opponent has changed a few times leading up to this fight, and he told us yesterday that he's just glad that they found him an opponent. He's been ready. Had a good camp, as we said, and he's ready to scrap tonight.
Weighed in at 170.4 pounds, 25 years of age, from Deptford, New Jersey. Dunn, all the way from Grand Junction, Colorado. He will have a significant height and reach advantage over Collins. He's a real tall, lanky welterweight. Huge welterweight with that size.
And he's one of the few out-of-area guys fighting here tonight, as you said, Mike, all the way from Grand Junction, Colorado. He told us at the pre-fight interviews yesterday that the timing just worked out with this fight getting made. Collins' original opponent got hurt. They had a second opponent for him. That fell through, and Kyle was calling everybody that was in his MMA circle looking for fights the past month and a half, and call it fate, call it timing. The timing worked out perfect, and here he is tonight facing Collins.
Take a look at both fighters. As you can see, Kyle Dunn, a huge height and reach advantage over Brian Collins. He's also the younger fighter at only 22 years of age. Collins 25. Let's send it up to Dr. Dave Sarnoff for the official fighter introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Referee in charge of the action once the bell rings, Dan Mergliotta. Now, standing to my left in the blue corner, fighting out of Deptford, New Jersey, weighing in at 170.4 solid pounds, Brian Collins. His adversary standing across the ring, standing to my right in the red corner, weighing in 170.6 pounds, fighting out of Grand Junction, Colorado, Kyle Dunn.
Kyle Dunn coming all the way from Colorado.
Told us he's a submission wrestler. Wants this to be an action-packed fight.
Big Dan getting things started. Dunn in the red. Collins in the blue and white. Right away you see Dunn using that height advantage, all that leverage, landing a couple knees on Collins.
Yeah, he should be able to land those knees all night long on Collins.
And that's what Collins was able to do against Al Allo in their last fight. Blast Allo with a few solid knees that rocked Allo real bad. Nice takedown there by Collins. Forced Dunn to go into full guard there.
Yeah, Dunn looking to scramble here. Collins is doing a good job at holding the position here. They're right in front of us, too. Two good shots landed right there by Collins.
Yeah, that right hand landed hard on the forehead of Dunn.
Didn't hurt him, though. Kyle's fine underneath here. He's just trying to scramble here and either come out the backside or get back to his feet.
See if Kyle Dunn can use those long legs to his advantage. Try to wrap up a submission here on the ground off his back.
Collins is just suffocating him right now. Kyle's holding all of Brian's weight on him right here. This is definitely tiring him down a little bit. Oop, he might be going for a submission here.
Couple good shots landed hard by Collins. Dunn doing a good job of holding on, keeping him in his guard, holding him tight so Collins can't rein up and land some hard strikes, elbows and punches.
Yeah, Collins causing a lot of damage here from the guard. If Kyle could use his length a little bit better right here, go for a sweep, go for some kind of scramble.
Both guys just starting out their career. Collins 1-0, Dunn 0-1. They got their pro debut jitters out of the way. Both guys are on their second pro fight. We're almost halfway through the first round. It's a great learning experience for both guys this early in their career.
Yeah, guys that are this young, this early in their fighting career, every time you can get time in the cage, it's invaluable.
If Dunn was a little bit more polished off of his back, he could probably swivel his hips for some arm bars here, you'd think.
Yeah, Collins looks pretty comfortable keeping it here. He hasn't gone for any submissions. He's landing plenty of shots. He's keeping busy. Dan Murgliato overseeing the action real tight here. As long as he keeps it here, he's going to win the round. I don't think Kyle has threatened at all with any subs from his back, so.
Both guys weighted at 170 pounds, but they both put on about 15 to 20 pounds, so each fighter is significantly heavier than what they weighed in at yesterday. Surprised that Dunn isn't pushing off on Collins' hips here and trying to get back to his feet, Will.
Yeah, Kyle looks a little bit lost in the position, and this is just an experience here. As Kyle gets more experience, more training under his belt, he'll have a couple of different things in his arsenal to be able to get out of this position.
Nice elbow there by Collins, just wearing him down.
Yeah, I'm impressed with his composure right here. Collins got this dominant position early, hasn't punched himself out, hasn't gone for anything, given up any of the position. He's content to stay here, land shots, win the round. We might have some blood now. Definitely Kyle's cut open now. I didn't see where it happened either, but
yeah, a lot of blood on the mat.
The amount of blood, it looks like another elbow. Into the round here, we might be able to check out where that cut's located at.
10 seconds in round number one.
Dominant round for Brian Collins right there. Some of the ground and pound from Collins early in the round, and we saw a lot of this in the first round, Mike.
That was the story of round number one. Collins just staying on top. Dunn really not having any answer.
And they're looking at that cut on Kyle's head. It's on the top of his head. It's not even on his face.
Collins was in a similar fight in his last fight against Al Allo. He's been in control so far for the first 5 minutes. see if Dunn can keep this fight on his feet, use his length.
Brought to us by one of our sponsors, the Diving Horse Cabaret.
Yeah, I'd like to see him start to let his hands go, maybe let go some kicks and knees, and as you said, try to use that ridiculous reach advantage he has.
As we look in the corner of Kyle Dunn, he's breathing real heavy. Real heavy, looks very concerned, and Collins looks pretty relaxed over there in his corner.
Yeah, you don't know where Dunn's conditioning is right now. He took this fight late. Came halfway across the country to take it, and as you said, Mike, he's breathing hard already.
Yeah, he looks exhausted. Collins, nice right hand though by Dunn.
Yeah, Brian's got to be careful here.
Look for Collins to take him down again as soon as he sees the opportunity. Conditioning is such an important facet of mixed martial arts, and as you can see, Dunn breathing real heavy. He's not in good shape right now.
Yeah, conditioning, as you said, Mike, it may be the most important thing in mixed martial arts, because regardless of your skills, regardless of your talent, if you get tired too quick, the less skilled guy usually wins, because you can't do any of the techniques that you know if you're too tired to do them.
I think if Collins can really turn up the pressure here, he can get the finish. Dunn's just
give Dunn credit. He's a scrappy kid here.
He's hanging in there, but he is exhausted. I wouldn't be surprised if Big Dan stepped in and stopped this one, Will.
Yeah, he's 1 or 2 shots away from doing it right now.
I think he's real close. Minute and a half into round number 2. Brian Collins landing some significant elbows on Kyle Dunn. Kyle Dunn has no answer.
We got a back of the head shot.
I don't know if they want to take a look at that cut.
Back of the head, 1 point.
1 point.
Yeah,
wow.
he hit him in the back of the head a couple times. I saw it. I was just getting ready to say, is Dan going to stop in right as he did?
I'll tell you what, that puts Kyle Dunn, believe it or not, right back in this fight.
Absolutely.
With the 10-point must scoring system. You know, Collins won the first round 10-9. Even if Collins wins the second round, it's actually a tie. It'll go 9-9 round number 2 if they finish the round. But as we talked about, Kyle Dunn is just exhausted.
Big left landed on Kyle's jaw right there. He's slowing back though. Collins smells blood here. He's going for the kill. I'm really impressed with Kyle Dunn too. This kid is just tough. He's been exhausted since the beginning of this round, and he just keeps fighting.
He's hanging in there. Another knee that lands for Collins. And you see that cut's really opened up on Kyle Dunn. Making it difficult for him to see, I'm sure. Oh, Dunn lands on top here.
Oh, he's got his back too. He's got his back. He's going for the rear naked.
Looks a little high though,
yeah,
Will.
He came out the backside there.
Dunn went for a triangle there. Collins was able to slip away. You think that might give Kyle Dunn a little confidence there, Will? He was making some progress there for a few seconds.
Yeah, and that 1 point getting taken away is definitely going to affect the outcome of the fight.
Collins tried to rain down a huge elbow that missed.
Just missed too. Kyle landed a few shots from the bottom right there, but there wasn't enough behind him to hurt Brian.
And earlier when Big Dan took the point away from Collins, Collins must have been landing some shots to the back of the head, because immediately Miragliotta stood him up and took a point away, which is huge point deduction.
Yeah, there was a couple shots that were really close that were near the ear there, and I'm sure Dan warned him before stepping in and taking the point away. Big Dan's a really experienced ref, and he's one of the best in the business.
conditioning, conditioning, conditioning. Brian Collins from Brazen Boxing. As I mentioned earlier, that school putting out a lot of good fighters lately. Paul Felder, Evan Chmielewski, a lot of good guys coming out of Brazen. Oh, Dunn lands on top. Great job by Kyle Dunn. He has a little bit of an opportunity here, Will, to score some points. Use that length. Like to see him come over with a nasty elbow.
Yeah, I think Brian was on top enough to win the round, but because of that point deduction, that's going to probably be a 9-9 round.
Absolutely.
And it should be a 1 point difference in the fight going into the third here. Kyle Dunn is still in it if he can get his win back. He looks exhausted, still on his knees in the cage.
He is exhausted after 2 rounds.
Take a look at some of the action here in the second round. There's that big left hand that landed on Dunn's chin. Here, these guys are just brawling. Nice knee by Collins, another nice knee.
But it was 99 cents. Copping it, washing it, about to go and get some compliments. Passing up on those moccasins. Someone else has been walking in, but me and grudgy picking it. I am stunting and
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the third and final round.
Here we go, round number 3, Kyle Dunn, Brian Collins.
Big left by Collins. And his corner called for that too, right before the round
Same
started.
left he landed in the opening of the second round. Man, Kyle Dunn really has a great frame for this division. He's so tall, 6'3".
He looks like a welterweight Alexander Gustafsson.
Yes.
That's really what he looks like, and he kind of looks like him a little bit in his face too.
With a 78-inch reach, that's great dimensions for a welterweight.
Sure.
He's got to work on his conditioning.
Yeah, and I'm chalking it up to this being a last-minute fight that he took. He told us he works hard, he trains like a beast, and the cardio issue here could have been one of a combination of things, but I don't think it's any lack of hard work on Dunn's part. And he's still in this fight. He's down by a point right now here in the third round. If he can win this round, it's going to either end up in a draw, depending on how they score that second round.
Yeah, he's got to. Yeah, I agree with you, Will. I think that second round was all tied up. Collins obviously won the first. Dunn's got to do something here to win this third round and force a draw decision here. It's his only chance to win this fight. I don't see him knocking out Collins. He's on his back. He's been on his back for the most of the fight.
And I'd like to see Brian go for the finish too. I think there was a point there in the first where he could have went for it. Same thing in the second. And now that you're in the third round and there's 3 minutes left, there's no reason to save up anything in his energy tank. I'd like to see him either go for a fight-ending sub or try to post up and throw some ground and pound.
You'd think that Dunn right now could use those long legs to try to set up a triangle here.
Ooh, almost landed that kick. Brian's corner's telling him to let him up. I don't know if he can hear him right now or not.
I think that's a great idea, Will. He is exhausted. I think if he lets Kyle Dunn back to his feet, he can barely stand, let alone defend himself.
Yeah, and we don't know how tired Brian Collins is right here either. He's been grinding on Dunn this whole time. He's got to be tired himself.
He just threw a hammer fist to Dunn's right calf. Big Dan going to stand him up.
Another nice takedown by Collins.
Yeah, unless Collins does something really stupid here, this should be a wrap. 2 minutes to go in the fight.
Keep working it. You got 2 minutes. Dig in. Breathe. Left foot. Yes, sir. Keep him against the cage. 2 minutes. Yeah, stand up again. Make him stand up.
Again, Brian Collins' corner yelling for him to stand up, back up, and let Kyle Dunn back to his feet. That would be great experience for him too, Will. You'd think he can get some experience trying to knock somebody out, because Dunn's really going to have a hard time defending himself.
Yeah, well, after they stood up the last time, Brian came in and I thought he was going to start throwing some punches and some knees, and he went right back to the takedown, which leads me to believe he might be tired himself. He might not have it in him cardio-wise to throw 7 to 11 punches and force a stoppage.
Wrestler instincts, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Go for the takedown.
Yeah, 14 minutes into a 15-minute fight, there usually isn't a whole lot of thinking going on. It's mostly reaction at this point.
Less than 1 minute to go in round number 3. Brian Collins on top in the blue shorts. Kyle Dunn on the bottom in the red. Collins looking to move his record to 2-0. And a loss here for Kyle Dunn will move his record to 0-2.
He's got nothing to hang his head about, though. He came out here, flew cross country, took this fight on last notice, and really did Brian Collins a favor, did the promotion a favor, and he really fought his heart out tonight.
And he missed his plane.
He did. But I was really impressed with his heart. He definitely needs to work on his cardio, some of his stand-up skills, but the kid's got heart, and when you have the things that you can't teach, there's definitely something to build on there. Nice grinding win for Brian Collins, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The ref took a 1-point deduction from the blue corner in the second round for an illegal head strike. Judge Verlaca scores the fight 29-26. Judge Holland scores the fight 29-27. Judge Dudley scores the fight 29-27 by unanimous decision out of the blue corner from Deptford, New Jersey, Brian Collins.
I'm here with the winner, Brian Collins. Brian, Kyle Dunn took this fight on very short notice, flew all the way here from Colorado. You were almost without an opponent. It was a good victory for you. You moved your record to 2-0. Tell us your thoughts.
I'm just thank God I got a fight in this short. Hats off to Kyle for taking the fight. He was a tough opponent. Big reach advantage on me, and I thought that was going to be a big thing, but managed to get through it.
Move your record to 2-0. Congratulations on your victory. I know you have a lot of friends and family that came to come see you here from Deptford. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Collins.